at 501 Blair who said that they heard the shots fired. They saw a black Cadillac Escalade parked on the north side of the block and leave eastbound on Blair. Unknown if that vehicle is related. Info aired 3 minutes.
We had Minnesota Lima, Mike X-ray 449 to the call. Vehicle was shot at, broken window.
Copy, 3 minutes.
$44.46. You can update the call address to Wakefield Park and showing up with Lima, Sierra, Papa, 69.
Well, this is a late night live on patrol, and Pat and I just left the State Fair. Actually, we're on our way downtown, and he's just a little bit ahead of me. I'm going to pick him up at the law enforcement center, but en route, there was a shooting at the Nickel Joint at McCubbin and Blair, which is just south of us. The victim was found by transit down on University Avenue. The victim left in a car, said they were going to self-transporting to the hospital. Apparently wasn't a life-threatening injury, but there were several reports of shots fired. One at Como and Dale, another one, but it looks like it all stems from the Nickel Joint shooting. For those of you that were at the fair with us or watching the fair, right at the end of our stream, we had a small fight right in the beginning of the midway, what we call the head of the midway. So that was put to rest pretty quick. No weapons, just a little small fight. So Pat and I are going to work probably till 2:15, give you a little 2 hours of live on patrol. Now, this is a special report for everybody who just returned from the fair. And by the way, thank you a million times for all the nice comments and all the great things that you guys had to say about live on patrol at the fair. If you haven't watched the live on patrol at the fair tonight, probably worthwhile. We'll walk the tour through the midway. The drone was up. You can see, well, we have 3 drones over the fair. You can see the capabilities of the drone.
364.
364.
So
I know the entire city's busy, but if somebody could
a lot of nice people at the fair today.
Copy. Checking channel 1 for anybody with an IBIS that can be 364 at Regions.
A lot of kind people. A lot of families.
I can grab it from team and meet you at Region.
Just good people. Thank you for coming up and talking to us.
When we get there.
Suni Lee was there, gold medalist Suni Lee.
210.
With her friends. Deputies gave her a little escort around.
IBIS to Region.
He's a special person, special human, great ambassador of the United States. We were using our remote mics tonight.
Relation to the shooting.
So.
It's not.
Disregard.
Victim just showed up at Ramsey
Copy,
here.
disregarding.
Not a lot of cooperative witnesses, of course.
212 on 1 with info.
Oh, here 212 is squad giving info. You can hear the suspect.
212, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The GSW victim is stating that he was shot from the black SUV towards the alley of the bar. The suspect description is going to be a late 20s black male wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and a blue baseball cap.
Copy. The victim was shot from a black SUV in the alley of the bar. Late 20s, black male, white t-shirt, blue jeans, wearing a baseball cap.
car, black SUV in the alley.
617, if there's an outer perimeter, they could break.
This is medics with a female down in the entrance, black female wearing a white shirt, flower dress, and pink shoes. Copy.
We are going to pick up Pat at the law enforcement center here. Let's see what else we got to pick up. Well, we got a half a tank of gas. We're good there.
They've been in a group chat and a
172-161.
Go to the address and shoot the caller. They did show a picture of a gun. This occurred over about 10 minutes ago.
A lot of threats over social media. Earlier this week, we arrested some kids that were threatening each other in social media.
200 is okay. There's computer comments.
Copy that.
2361, I'll replace 65.
Copy.
Yeah, it's become easier just to threaten someone online rather than
copy.
threaten them in person.
Maybe he was hit. I think this is going to be some sort of medical.
Copy.
Two of his pupils, but everything else can't move.
Copy 9 minutes.
32211, squads are on your AWI.
Copy. Thank you for the AWI at Lexington and St. Anthony. 9 minutes.
Pat's gonna load up here, and we'll be. I'm gonna change into some tactical gear too. I didn't spill on my white shirt today. That's the amazing thing, folks.
Affirmative.
I mean, seriously.
Squad 100.
I didn't spill on my white shirt.
9 minutes. Go ahead.
The scene here is code 4. I'll be calling 910 in about 5 minutes.
All right. Stand by for Patrick. 100,
I copy.
Patrick J. Scott. You're live, Pat.
Hello. 168, go ahead.
Thank you. This might be still information, but the best information that I have is the victim was shot in the alleyway north of the nickel joint, right by that back exit. Like a north side of the nickel joint in that alleyway, back exit.
Somewhere.
Copy. That sounds like it's possibly that like the suspect vehicle is going to be that black Cadillac Escalade. What? Unknown plate info as of right now. 224. 322, go ahead.
Medics code 4, don't see no conscious breathing, complaint of neck pain.
Copy, thank you. I had 11 minutes.
I'll probably put it in the car and I'll probably throw some cranberry. Cranberry bread on it. Yeah. A little bit of the tactical gear. Here we go.
36408, you can disregard the address.
Easy night out there, Sheriff.
Myself and
Sounds
224,
like
we'll
it,
take
huh?
that domestic. Internet copy.
It's busy everywhere.
Copy at 5666 Hall Avenue, apartment 1. Tom's mother's ex-boyfriend had been outside, no longer there. I had 11 minutes.
Busy night there, backseaters.
Three two two.
322.
I see the line in your call that there was a black vehicle involved in your hit and run. Can you confirm?
Is it, well, disregard. I don't see one here. They might have fled with the other vehicle. We got squads following the coolant trail right now, looking for it.
Oh, coolant trail. Good.
Copy. There was a black SUV, possibly a black Cadillac Escalade, that may have been the suspect's vehicle in this shooting.
I think that was the time of the call.
Time of that call came in about 5 minutes ago.
I'm talking about the call right now. Shooting.
Oh, copy. Sorry. The time of the call came in at 23:46.
Sorry, 10 minutes.
The assault call came in at 23:46.
again.
123, I copy en route for the 911 hang up at 588.
Howdy, Sheriff.
13 minutes.
Pat, thinking about going with some new hats next year. What do you think?
I think that's the way to go, Sheriff.
Yeah. You know, the yellow on my tactical vest draws out the hat. Don't you think?
They perfectly complement each
Don't
other.
you think?
Absolutely.
I mean, I know we're talking about
the alarm, 2242.
10-gallon hats. What do you think this one is?
That would have to be about a 30-gallon hat.
30? 30-gallon hat? Okay, well, I'm just going to see what you backseaters think.
What do you think, backseaters?
Backseaters, you got a 10-gallon hat there? 10-gallon hat?
Oh, yeah. That'll work.
Matches the yellow.
Absolutely.
Badge.
36410.
I love it.
That's my
364, we have a domestic at 750 Milton, apartment 408. Officers were just out
sheriff's hat
for a female who said that her husband is refusing to give her cat back to her. The male inside of the apartment does have several warrants, some of them for interfering with peace officers.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me of Curious George,
There you go.
the man in the yellow hat, right?
100, thank you.
Curious
Sheriff,
George.
call back and back 36 for the domestic at 750.
I didn't embarrass myself too bad with that, did I?
That was awesome.
I want to add comments on this.
Okay then. Well,
She's my call to audio.
that's what you get.
Copy that.
Late
Thank
night
you.
special. You get some late night activity.
Call 328.
I'm not gonna.
328.
I think I told this story once before, but I ran into the nephew of the assistant chief I used to. Well, for long story short is,
Copy. Suspect in the hit and run
I always
of a
told him,
light-skinned black male with
Chief,
shoulder-length dreads or braids.
everything seems funny at 4 a.m, right?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Maybe even a little funnier.
It might not be funny to you when you're sleeping and you're waking up to read it at 8:30, but it seemed funny at 4 a.m. to the rest of us poor guys that were out there working all night.
Copy. Can you 10-9 the location?
So we're back in the saddle again, literally.
The entire town is busy tonight. East Side squads are handling calls in the Western District.
Okay.
There's a lot of both Central and Western District cars tied up on the shooting at the Nickel Bar, the old nickel joint at Blair and McCubbin. Not getting a lot of cooperation
The
from,
bad guys falsely assumed that we were tied up at the fair,
no doubt.
right?
Yep. But not getting a whole lot of cooperation from witnesses or bar staff.
Well, that's an interesting aspect to this job, isn't it?
Yep.
The St. Paul Police non-fatal shooting unit will take that case in the morning and try to figure out how to cajole people into cooperating. It's all about having a personality in this job. I mean, really, that is key personality trait, Pat, which, of course, you got one. Hopefully I do. You got to have a personality to talk to people, right?
For sure.
There have been some great ones over the time. You know, Neil Nelson, right? Neil,
Oh, yeah.
Homicide investigator came out with me. He just had a way, you know, to smile on his face that he could get people out. He used to teach classes on interviewing, and you and I might have done it a little different, but, you know, he had a way. Tom Donasky was amazing, right?
Yep. And to give credit where credit is due, Neil Nelson would actually use my wife Trish's interviews in his classes on interviews.
Well, women tend to have some special trait when it comes to talking to these.
She was amazing.
Yeah, a lot of bad guys would rather talk to a woman.
374, copy this
No,
at
it's kinda
680
interesting.
Greenbrier. Thank you, man.
And Greg Lind was good at it, you know. Andy Gould. Oh, there's another rock star.
In the alley.
Well, I only brought one of my radios today, just so you know.
There's an extra one laying in here, I think. Right on my elbow here. Well, maybe that's not a radio. But I got extra. Extra. So what do you want? What do you got?
No, I'm going to put this one. Okay. I'll put this one on channel 3.
Okay, this will go to 2 then?
Sure.
Okay, and you got... Oh, I still got a little bit of intel over here. There's not a great amount of people to talk to on intel today. You know, they got to cut that bush, because I'm going to miss that stop sign someday, because that bush sticks out there.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're on 2, and one up there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll put this on state. How's that?
Okay, whatever you think. Or LTAC.
Or, yeah, I'll put...
I got another radio in the back. Right here. You put that one on state, because that's one I never monitored.
I'll put this on Intel so we can monitor Abdi.
Well, I want to go to LTAC on this one then.
Okay.
Got 2 radios here. There's just a lot of... Oh, this one might be on state. Is that on E?
Yes.
Let me see what I got here. Yeah. Perfect. Well, we're radio flush. Radio flush. I was saying earlier, before you jumped in, thank you for everybody that came up to us with their kind words.
Oh, that was really amazing. How many backseaters came up and said hi and wanted to have a picture taken. There's some people who it's become a tradition each year to have their picture taken with us, and they were showing us pictures from past years.
That was fun. I gotta say, this year's been special in that, you know, we've had some longer conversations about what people get from Live on Patrol, family member. I mean, just the one lady came with the Be Kind shirt. Her husband had the backseater shirt on.
Yep. All right, I want you to miss this. Go to the left. Thank you. That's the one that rattles my teeth.
Well, I go there on purpose.
Oh, thanks.
Just to toughen you up a little bit. Toughen you up. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. I do drive on this street more than I need to. Mayor, Minnehaha, Painted Arcade, top priority next.
Please. Oh, this one. That was the one. I think.
I don't know. I think you're right about the one back there. It's like a huge speed bump, only inverse.
Right.
The radio's quieted down since we hit the street.
Of course. As per usual.
Oh, man. Well, you get some shout-outs like you got to do probably, too. Let me just see what we got going over here. LXD 633. How's it going?
Good, looking for babe.
What's up?
I'm just chilling.
Chilling? Very good. Have a good night.
You too.
Flying to the moon. That was another successful night at the fair, huh?
Very much so.
Really good.
Stayed peaceful.
Peaceful at the fair. A lot of people
Emptied
there.
out quickly.
You know, and the thing is, some people were telling me their friends won't come to the fair because they're worried about safety. But as I was saying on the Joe Souchere podcast, if you want to listen to some comments I had with Joe Souchere today, you know, we got 160 state fair police, another 60 sheriff's deputies, 35 troopers, 35 DNR members. I mean, there are a lot of cops in that square footage. And granted, there are going to be a couple fights where people get a little tense probably, but and by the way, the other thing is if you leave the fair before 10 o'clock, there are zero problems. You know, all of our problems are really after 10.
Yeah, you know, realistically, if you're bringing your family, it's probably not a bad idea to be gone before dark.
Yeah. By the way, if you haven't shared this, even though it's late, you want to share it to your friends, that'd be great. A lot of people weren't certain we were coming back on. that little share button. If they're sleeping, they won't remember. They'll forget about it.
Squad 211.
Hello.
Dangerous condition, 220 Fillmore Avenue, for 2 to 5 vehicles racing on Fillmore and
That was Pat yawning, not me. I just want to say.
Yes, it was.
9:23 minutes.
I'm going to need a. Did you bring us any Mountain Dew?
I did not. You know what? Why don't you go right back to the M&H?
M&H, you
And
grab
let me
some?
get to. Yeah,
Say
I
hi to
haven't.
Officer Desjardins.
I haven't had a Mountain Dew for days.
Really?
Really?
Well, you said you're on a 12-day fast.
Well,
23 minutes.
from some things.
37.
I heard him say that when we were done. He was talking about some substances.
Well, the squad was for an SIP at 2076 Minnehaha Avenue East. Caller got in an argument with his girlfriend. She left, stated that she was going to go driver's help hospitalist, driving a silver Chevy SUV going westbound of Minnehaha.
Westbound Minnehaha. We're going to follow that one. That's a Maplewood call for a suicidal party. It's way out in Maplewood. I don't know, what channel are you on there?
Channel 3. They must have passed the information
Passed it on, yeah.
222, go ahead. Is there a
All in
sponsor
the breakdown
for this? Copy, 24 minutes.
She said 2,600.
300 out back.
Maybe it's come right at us.
Copy, 24 minutes.
We'll tell that officer, and this is one of the friendlier St. Paul officers. We love him, this guy. So tell him thanks for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend.
We'll be right back. You want anything else?
No, I think Mountain Dew is good.
08 to 364. Are you guys upstairs already? 85 fourth floor. Stop. You fear code 4. I'm gonna head back to Easton. Until 3879.
A lot of
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
A lot of equipment in these cars, folks. We do carry 40 millimeter less lethal ammunition, tons of large mace in case we run across a big gathering.
117, I copy that you're en route for the suspicious 839 University. 54 people checking the door. 25 minutes.
150, you got your vehicles for the fight.
And a sergeant's copy. 264 Page Street. Comp heard 3 shots Copy,
fired
squad
30
back,
seconds ago.
113 for a
Vehicles
fight,
sped away
839
from
University.
near
The
Sydney
caller
and
said there's about 50 people outside and about 5 to 7 of them are fighting. They're moving to Victoria.
264 Page Street. As soon as Pat gets in here, we're gonna roll. To the west side, shots fired.
Control of them looking like we have a second caller stating they heard 3 shots.
Possibly
West of the address. Copy. 26 minutes. Squad 113.
113.
Another shots fired over on the west side.
That was
Couple
117
calls.
that's going to that fight. We are, you can put us out of everything.
to the west of us for all other accounts.
Copy, thank you. 26
There was a call earlier there, and then another call on shots
Copy
fired.
227, possibly heard 2 shots. They're out with the count.
And you know, since
Squad 318.
everybody's so tied up,
318.
they might not have much help over
You
there.
can cancel 300 on them.
We're going over to the west side on Page. Sound like some legit shot fired calls over
Copy,
there.
303, get Sigler.
Sounds like the squad on scene did hear a couple themselves.
They were there on that earlier call. I'm not sure what the earlier one was, and then this one came out.
287.
Thank you. Did you pay or assure them we come back?
Chad said he'd get it.
Oh, geez, what a guy.
37.
I gave him a junior deputy sticker.
Well,
Sorry, I thought you were calling
he's
me.
in trouble now.
Next.
We're in the sheriff's bling. You know, every new experience at the sheriff's office is for the troops. Like, we got some new people out there this year that it's a little strange with that pickle truck.
Squad 211.
Before you came on, you know, we went to New Orleans in the flood when the hurricane hit 05 and
Yeah.
Your
tornado.
second caller is Janino, is possibly near Sydney and Woodbury Street.
you know, anytime we do something special, go some special. We went to Rushford when I was here before on the floods that were down there, and I remember being in those houses and watching people's stuff floating up there while the water was in their basements. It was just terrible. But here's my point: we got a lot of new people at the fair this year. 12 days, it's exhausting, but when they're done, it's something they're proud of.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, something they're proud of. So it's
222.
222.
This will be your report. West Central and 910.
So there's a squad out at another call
Copy,
at
29.
566 Hall, and they heard 4 shots to the west.
yeah.
while they
What
were
was
out on
the
that call.
nature of their call?
Domestic.
Really?
Totally unrelated to the shots.
Totally unrelated. But I mean, you know, a lot of times these shots fired go in cycles. You know, they're shooting at each other. They pick out a few targets and decide to go pay them a visit.
100 get uniform.
Not over on the west side of the lot. I did work over here. I was Pat's sergeant over here. Downtown on the west side, I was Pat's supervisor. Believe me, folks, he was tough to supervise.
I've heard that from other sergeants.
But he was one of the hardest workers we had. But
170, could you get 104?
100, can you take 4, please?
you know, a lot of people said that when it gets slow, they enjoy
170, 100
they enjoy the
currently
banter
on a phone
between
call.
you and me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked them all.
Copy.
Pretty much asked them all. I said, "Do you think I'm too hard on Pat?" And nobody said yes.
Oh, you're not.
No, the only one person that said yes is my wife.
117, everyone is clear.
Well, heart
Why
to
does she
your
always,
wife.
Why does she always take your side? It's like the mother's brother.
117, can you go again, please?
117, everyone is clearing out.
Between
Copy.
Harvard and Woodbury.
Which I think is go down, right?
Yeah. Or actually, after you go state, go to Oakdale.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then, but I still got to come back, right? Because
Yeah.
Woodbury is further east,
Mhm.
counterintuitively east. We used to have a police station over here. Remember, a substation?
Yep.
I mean, we were on the airport, but before that, the little
It was in, what, Riverside School, wasn't it?
It was a school, or was it? It was something.
It was a school.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can go on the flashing yellow. Oh, that car probably isn't turning. Flashing yellow, you still have to yield. You know?
Yes,
that's
indeed.
caused a major problem in a lot of places. So we're going to go this way, right? And then over to Sydney or Page and then take a left.
Yep, Page.
Just to see, we're going to see if we can find any casings out there. Squad's on scene already or not?
I think one is.
Okay. KG577.
Sydney and Harvard is where they think the shots came from.
You know, there's so don't go on Page, go to Sydney.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a cemetery up here that a couple gang members are buried at. And once in a while, I don't know when their birthday is, but our analysts keep track. They would probably know if it wasn't for the fair. And sometimes when they, on the eve of their anniversary or their death, they'll come down here and fire rounds off by the cemetery.
Yep.
So we're on Sydney, for those of you that used to live over here on the west side.
Here's Harvard.
find any casings. We'll just check. We'll just keep going straight for a while. See what we see here.
364 case number, please.
364, your case number is 157619.
Over rocks.
Yep.
What we got here?
33 minutes.
Camel cigarette. Oh, there's something shiny there. Let me just open my door here as I go by. Better with the door open. That's a better view. I think we get Jeeps where we got no doors. See how easy it is to see when you can see the road? Look at that. That's amazing.
Yep.
We're getting a dog, though, that can sniff out casings.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, we're getting a
Are those your brakes?
Yeah. Well, I'm not even on them, but that's my brakes. Yeah. Well, you know, we've had some hard driving, not to mention EVOC school.
Right.
But they're not like Grandy, they're whistly.
328, a copy. You are en route for this suspicious 839 University. 34 minutes.
I'm gonna go down page. That's okay.
Sounds like a plan.
There.
$170.
Go ahead.
Where was the domestic at?
Wanted to advise you of a call
Over
we
at
have in
Hall.
pending at Central and Kent. Unknown if it's related to the call that you are currently on, but somebody called and said that there's an empty vehicle that appears to be abandoned with doors open. And it looks like the back window may have been shot out. It's sitting in the middle of the road at the intersection. It's a 1982 white Buick.
Copy. I'll get there. I'll try to get there as soon as we clear.
Copy, 35 minutes.
You looking there, big guy?
364.
Yep.
Clear from the domestic. Keep 220 on it. Please submit to
Hi.
you at the same address code.
Hey, did you hear any shots?
I just got home from work.
No shots?
No.
All right, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hey guys,
364, I'm sorry.
He's watching
I
the
have
live.
some background noise happening. Can you go again?
And then he said, "Can you get your brakes fixed?"
Can you take me out the domestic? Keep
It's not
320
too
on
bad,
it.
is it?
Start me at you at
Maybe,
the
I
same
think it's
address
only when I'm
code.
going uphill.
Copy that, 364.
Nobody knows. See, I'm going downhill now. Well,
320.
320.
Police divided 1264. Hazelwood with 2 adult female.
hard
Copy,
to say what was
1264,
going on over here.
yes indeed.
Hard to say. Well, got enough cops over here. I think we can probably
Relocate. See if there's anything pending on this side of town.
Two one three two two four. Copy. We're taking the dangerous condition 220 Fillmore Avenue for 2 to 5 vehicles racing on Fillmore. And
Well, there we go.
At Charles Avenue.
Guide me in there, will
Advise
you?
you if we are unable
Mr. West
to
Side?
figure out the apartment number. We can.
Fillmore and what?
I don't know. You're the navigator.
Well, I know Fillmore crosses both Robert and
38.
Wabasha.
Okay. We're going down here. We're going to catch 5 vehicles racing. By the way, when we were at the fair today, Jelly Joe and I went over to Jimmy Steiken's Deli.
Oh, nice.
We had a great turkey sandwich. We got really fresh deli sandwiches. You gotta go over there. You gotta find them. It's behind the Cafe Caribe and the Andy's Grill. It's in the alley there behind the poultry barns. But it was just a great quiet place to have a sandwich too. And Jimmy was sleeping, I think. I think the grandkids were covering. But it was Ted. You know, Ted Steiken's birthday yesterday.
Those are Jelly Joe's handcuffs, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Somebody's about to flee, according to METAC on LTAC. But anyhow, happy birthday, Ted Steichen. Thinking about you at the fair today, Ted. Thinking about you at the fair.
90th birthday.
90th. Yeah. All right, where am I going? I think it's like 220 Fillmore or something, right?
Yeah, take a right here. And Fillmore's right at the foot of the bridge. You know where the Pioneer Press building is over here?
Yep. Oh,
That's where it's at.
Toward Wabasha more, you think, or not?
I believe so.
Oh, here we go.
Black helmet, black jacket.
Oh, it's a motorcycle.
Gear.
Well, that's not good.
At least it's not earlier in the night.
I don't know where they'd be racing down there. That's an interesting place to race.
Split 211.
Fillmore should be where that car just
211?
came out.
Disregard 222, copy, you're taking the suspicious 261 Sydney Street. Heard someone knocking on her door and saw an officer looking for someone.
Well,
And 40 minutes.
that wasn't us, but that was one of our coppers, probably, huh?
Yep. All right, here's Fillmore.
I'm just not sure. You're pretty sure it's on the right side versus the. Oh, here we go. What do we got? What do we got here?
Yeah, I don't know which way it is. It says River Park Plaza. That might be that right there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. We're,
Under Arlington.
this is the block that it was happening on. We probably were not racing for long.
No, but it's a nice, smooth, straight shot.
Mm-hmm.
6'5", or you pursuing, or just following him? I'm just following. I'm waiting to see if Trooper 5 can help. If he can, I'm not going to follow anymore. Yep.
And 2165, they are up. I'll go ahead and get us out at 1.
Racing, approaching Cayuga, center lane. And I got him on radar.
Can you tell if it's stolen or?
Over the edge.
Just speed.
For the suspicious potential intent for the vehicle that's possibly related to the assault call. 41 minutes. There's Frank's patch at LTEC 1 following a motorcycle, wanted for speed, last crossing. Excuse me, it's Cayuga on the center lane.
2165, southbound E approaching UD, center lane. He's got a plate, can't read it. Black helmet, black and gray jacket, gray pants. And Trooper 5 is, looks like he's eastbound 94, coming up to 35E.
Did he flee already?
224.
Negative, I was waiting for the airship to let him up.
42 minutes.
Smart.
Westbound 94, Trooper 5.
229, copied the commercial alarm with a squad to back. 251, Syracuse Street for glass break alarm.
217.
Bike issue here. Where's the bike at? West 94 under Cedar. Coming up to Wabasha. Looks like we're going to take the parkway southbound. Let me know when you got him on camera. I'll light him up.
Parkway.
We have an update to your call that says the
You used to call that the Parkway?
of your welfare check was Ubering
Right
home
over
from
the-
his location,
up the
so
hill
he
over
may
here, you
not
think?
be at
Well,
the
let's see where he
address.
goes. I mean, I think he's going to go south on 35E is what he means to say. Well, we'll
42
see
minutes.
if he gets off. Or...
Yeah, the positions you're trying to look at. Southbound east, still before St. Clair, left lane.
Reaching in 42 minutes.
Clear right.
Go up here to Kellogg 7th and jump on 35, folks.
272.
And, but we don't know if the guy's going to
Southbound
flee.
east, approaching St. Clair, still left lane.
Clear right.
100 EOT.
So-
Kellogg and 35.
It's a good chance he could stop. If he doesn't, he takes off. The helicopter's got him.
534.
134.
537.
127.
I got you a seatbelt
539.
extender there in case you eat more at the fair this week.
Good
I thought
idea.
that was nice.
Any other response for 0100 EOT?
Stand by for impact. Impact with a bag at 23 seconds.
Have a nice night. 44 minutes.
All right. Let's see if,
272.
see if we can catch up with this.
Southbound east, Victoria.
Do you want me to show you on the AOA
Got it.
that we're creating?
Yes, please.
Copy 45 minutes.
Stand by for impact.
133.
Turn that up a little bit.
123.
What?
GOA.
Turn that one up a little bit.
Where's the?
I think it's
Copy
radio.
45 minutes.
They're talking
Number 5, I
about.
didn't copy it. Do you have a
Who's got the LTAC reading?
I don't think it was on that.
pretty good.
Yeah, they're on LTAC.
Received. About a half mile from it. Still left lane. 43 says if it's got spots available, features as well.
I think it was state on that. Yeah, I think it was on that state channel we had.
They said they went to LTAC 1.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what they were asking about it.
44 minutes.
Squad's clear. Southbound, just giving them out of 77. Exit, still left lane. We're about to pass taxi exit ramp. Alright, true by that bike. Southbound EF77.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Well, here's how you can deal with them. Whatever you want to do.
02,
Turn one off,
3,
turn two off.
Mary. Looks like it's possibly a South Dakota plate. Top on the left shoulder.
I'm gonna go on Intel if you. Alright, you can turn that one off.
Yep.
Darren, are you jumping into this?
Somebody threw a rock at the window, but it's still held together.
Alright, I'm behind you.
Looks like a squad in front of us, doesn't it?
So, have you heard an update?
No.
It's a little odd. He looks like he stopped. Must have not have got the call.
655 cooperative. You can clear the main. Trooper 5, thank you very much for your help. And you can drop LTAC 1.
Did he stop at a left lane?
Looks like it.
Jesus.
272, can you repeat your line? Here's LTAC 1, 40 minutes.
272 will be on 35 southbound. Just short of
Okay then.
Shepherd.
Copy 35, southbound short of Shepherd.
There there you have it. Okay. So they let him up. He stopped.
272 code 4. He's well done. Thinking cancel.
We will jump on Highway 13.
Having put forth for 8
turn around,
minutes.
so technically, we're still in Ramsey County for another 100 feet. We're over in Dakota County. It's important to give them that ticket in Ramsey County. That 120 mile an hour ticket. Why, you may ask?
Flat 211.
So the fines go to Ramsey County.
Indeed.
Unknown if it's related to the alarm call, but there's a criminal damage to property, 421 Wabasha Street South. Male is going around businesses, smashing the windows. It's a Hispanic male, late 30s, wearing a black and white striped shirt, blue pants, carrying a big pole, going southbound towards George.
Jesus.
224, that's going to be related to TV or something.
I had too many radios scanning.
Well, you know, it's a test, Pat. It's a test. You get to the pearly gates, God's going to ask you to program these radios.
Boy, am I in trouble.
Preparing you.
Am I
you for
in
that
trouble?
test. Preparing you.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the
We might as well get off on 7th Street. See what's going on up there, huh?
What's that?
I said we might as well get off on 7th Street, roam up 7th, see what's happening up in Restaurant Row.
Well, they're at 421 South Wabasha.
Yeah, the man with the pipe.
Yep, now wanted for felony criminal damage.
Oh, he broke some windows. Maybe the same guy that broke the windows on Cedar. A couple nights ago, a guy with a pipe broke windows right at our 345 Wabasha. I don't know if they ever caught him, so this guy might be the same guy. I mean, how many guys take a pipe and start breaking windows?
Yep.
Well, I mean, outside of your circle of friends. I mean, outside of that.
Hispanic male, late 30s, 5'9" average build, black and white striped shirt, blue pants, carrying a big pole.
You know, you and my wife make fun of how I pronounce some words once in a while. You know, like throw it.
Like what?
Throw it. My throat hurts.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think it's striped.
It's more clear when you say striped.
Striped than striped. Yeah, you're right. You probably, you know, technically it might be striped. It's got probably 2 syllables.
Could be.
It's a nuance of English. You have to squeeze these syllables together. Oh, we're just trying to download from the day at the fair, folks. On Joe Souchere's podcast, which, by the way, if you can look it up on the web, it's not just a podcast. They do it live, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They had one of the world's yo-yo champions.
Really?
Yeah, he was amazing. He does a show. He does 2 shows here in one of the booths. The world's yo-yo champion.
Huh.
And so he does this trick where you put a little paper apple on the rookie's ear, and then he uses the yo-yo to knock it off. And you got to stand there when this yo-yo flies at your head at 60 miles an hour about 10 times before he moves it to knock it off. It's pretty cool. And the rookie, of course, was very nervous.
Understandably.
And the yo-yo guy said, you know, Rook, we don't do a apple anymore with an arrow. We use a yo-yo to see how brave you are. So when the yo-yo guy was done, I brought the apple out and I said, Rook, now it's my turn. Hold the apple up there. But anyhow, there was Bill Dalton, the Dalton Band. Souchere's kind of brought into a lot of fun stuff, so I don't know if you watch it online. I'm after the yo-yo guy.
Well, for whatever reason, they just cleared that call on the criminal damage. I didn't catch whether they caught him or what.
No, I think they just aired it.
But
But they cleared it.
They cleared it?
Yeah, it disappeared from my screen.
15 minutes.
Do you remember when Sushira used to do Garage Logic?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he still does Garage Logic, but when it started, did that guy have a gun or what was that in his hand? That was really weird.
213.
He
213.
was holding an object. Oh, obviously, he looks like a homeless
Yeah,
guy.
there's black break at that humble address.
But I just gotta see what he got in his hand here. I'll ask him if he's okay. Hi! Was that a gun or what is that?
This is my brake. This is my,
Oh, part of your bike.
yeah,
Yeah, it's shaped like a gun, huh?
I use it to scare people away.
Okay, well,
that would work.
You scared us.
My bad.
All right, that's all right, lady. Later.
All right, man, take it easy.
Thank you. Well, you can't make this stuff up, can you?
No, you can't.
You know what it is? It's like the chain cover on a bike, you know, where that piece that kind of comes down. And he took it off. He took it off and uses it to scare people away. And he was carrying it in his left hand like it was a gun.
I was prepared.
Yeah, we were.
Well, the path, I believe, is going to probably be going southbound.
Southbound. So, for those of you that just got home from the fair after taking your long bus ride, you're looking for a way to go to sleep, calm down. In fact, a lot of people told me they fall asleep listening to us talk.
Yeah. I'm not
I
sure.
guess that's
I'm
a
not sure if
compliment.
that's. Yeah, that's my thought too. Either
Well, they were
either we bore them to sleep,
they were thanking us for it. I don't
or
know.
we have pleasant voices to put you to sleep.
One lady said that her husband's been going through chemo. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
40 sessions of chemo and
Just a walker.
couldn't sleep, so he would stay up and watch it live on patrol. Those kind of stories that we hear how people use the broadcast to their benefit are really heartwarming.
Oh, they really are. That is exactly the word I was going to use.
Yeah. Did you notice the picture that lady brought from last year that I had my State Fair shirt on in it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. I'm going to wear it again tomorrow. I washed it.
All right.
Cleveland Avenue, Doubletree. The DOC staff calling back to say that they received a call from another hotel guest about an argument that was occurring.
We're probably not going to be there till later in the day tomorrow, folks. So if you come early, say hi to the sheriff's deputies you run into.
Yeah, we were out there so long, my battery's almost dead on my portable radio.
I thought you were just going to end the sentence like that. My battery's almost dead.
387 clear advised to 318 300. 7057.
Kind of
You know,
sums it up.
The bars aren't as busy tonight because people were out at the fair.
Mm-hmm.
You said yesterday was a record for opening day.
Yep.
What was the number? Do you know? Can you look it up?
134,000, I believe.
Really?
Yep.
That was amazing. Even with the 2 hours of rain.
Yeah.
Whoa. Today was busy too, man. It was clearly more than
Minnesota Fair sets attendance record for opening day with 138,875.
That's crazy. What was the next best? Did they tell you what we beat? What record?
Yep. Was 2019.
Yeah.
It was 133,326.
Okay.
So
Spoke to a homeowner.
6,500 more people for opening day.
That's pretty
Yep. And 2019 ended up being the most attended fair on record.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling we're going to beat it this year.
Well, we're positioned to be. Have a good night, ladies. What's the name of that place? Is it
Insomnia Cookies.
No, but there's like people were hanging outside. A restaurant there.
There's supposed to be a new taco place right on that block.
I heard that too. Oh, we got a lot of security here.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Keeping a lid on it?
I need 3 of you tonight, huh? It's like there's a lot of security out here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
3-2.
Security's urging them not to drink it
A domestic at
outside.
1573 Iowa Avenue. Caller's wife tried hitting him with a pan.
Well, there you go. It's like back to 1955.
59 minutes.
Domestic on, where's it? Boston, whatever. Caller's wife is trying to hit him with a pan.
Hopefully not cast iron.
Well, the good news is that
East Iowa.
East Iowa caller's wife is trying to hit him with a pan. Hey, Lucy.
You got some splaining to do.
Oh.
Have a good night, 1 o'clock. 214 Central. 214. 10-7, good night.
Paul Weston on the way to the state fair from Incheon, South Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Look us up, Paul. We'd love to meet you.
Did you get any shout-outs from Linders?
Oh, yes. I better get those done
Yeah, well,
before we run out of time here.
I'm gonna have to get some new brakes or something. I'll try to
Yeah,
grind-
that sounds like
try
it.
to grind them while I'm driving. That's the key, I guess. Grind them while you're driving. Oh, I think that may be how they got that way.
Good night, 101.
How they do. It always lasts for about 30 seconds. And I gotta take them in.
Well, our friend Muhammad Hassan, who's been with us from day one, his birthday is August 26th, Monday. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Muhammad.
4229.
Happy birthday. Hang on.
Just for info in relation to the second location that we had criminal damage to property just dropped at 421 Wabash Street, stating that 10 minutes ago a vehicle crashed into the corner of the building and broke the glass where the car sped off.
Well, isn't that something?
At 102.
421 Wabasha should be just on our left up here. Car smashed into a building.
Is it north or south?
Well,
The
that's-
south is where they were having the
Oh.
other issue.
Well, that's a good point. So is it south? I'll
I'm
check out
looking.
north here and see if anybody hit a building here.
South.
South, okay. Squad almost hit the building there.
I'm clear.
Hey, we met one of the troopers. I don't know, Pat, if you were with me. Were you with me when we were talking to that trooper that works for the out the fairgrounds? He's working the gates, but he's also one of the guys that
312.
flies the helicopters.
No.
Great guy.
Oh, I would have loved
His name's
to.
Olson.
Copy, heart rate,
And just really enjoyed talking to them. And they're getting another helicopter apparently soon. And, they got 12 pilots, he said.
Really?
But 2 planes, 2 helicopters, and getting a 3rd helicopter, which we've been lobbying for years. Probably the most valuable asset we have in law enforcement is helicopters. Outside of the good looks of the young men and women that choose to serve the country.
Right.
But those helicopters are really valuable. Really, really valuable.
You know, somebody sent me a private message earlier, and I told them to remind me after we go live, but I can't find it anymore.
Yeah. I don't think it was for tonight, though. Well, I don't know.
Happy anniversary to Todd and Beverly Fritz, August 21st. Happy birthday, Missy Fritz. Turned 22 on the 20th. Love from Mom and Dad. Mary Mooney turned 70 on August 16th. Love from Jason. Happy birthday to Tyler Rupert, who rides with us from Michigan. Turned 33 on August 19th. Hazel turns 1 on August 24th. Love from Dad. Brian McCrudden of Birmingham, UK, turned 90 on August 21st. Love from Adrian, Ian, and Carol. Myron Imholte turned 70 on the 23rd from Marcia and Steve. Becky Kofall turned 59 on the 18th. Love from all of your Kofall aunties. Logan Smith, 19 on August 25th, tomorrow, Sunday.
224.
Love from Mom Ashley. Mackenzie turned 9 on August 17th.
The CDP and pending at 421 Wabasha can be duped into the alarm. It's all New Year related.
Copy, thank you, 105.
With love from Mom Becky.
$262.
262.
I'm at 149 Cesar Chavez, and I got one sleeping on the side of the street that sort of matches the description. I'm going to stop out with him.
Is that on the Wabasha? Clear.
Copy with the squad to back, 149 Cesar Chavez.
Also, Mineral.
And 106.
But, I mean, he's got to have a pipe,
Okay, bro.
right?
And a black and white striped
Sure, stripe it. Let's call these young men over and find out what they're doing out so late.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
How old are you guys?
I'm 21.
21?
Yeah. My ID's at home.
Okay.
You're 21?
Yeah, I'm 21.
All right, where you headed? Home?
Yeah, we're walking home.
Where were you guys?
We're just like over there hanging out.
Hanging out in Kellogg Park?
Yeah, it's just like there's like a spot hanging out over there.
Okay, all right.
You didn't make it to the fair, huh?
The fair? Is it fair?
Stay
Yeah.
fair.
State fair going on.
Oh, there's the state fair?
Yeah.
It's just over there.
All right, have a good night, guys.
All right, see you guys later. Well, it's possible he was 21.
I think he was.
The other two clearly weren't, right?
The two and back, definitely.
Yeah, those were like about 15. But they got big gulps, they're big gulps. But nothing good happens at 12:30, 1 o'clock at night in Kellogg Park.
Triple two.
It's really not a good.
Does anybody have video of the suspect or a picture or anything? Seems like the combat 488 might have something pulling it up right
I
now.
can hear myself on there, I think.
Nope.
Copy.
Is that you or me? You got that one? LTEC? Or
Triple two, 1 foot more on the hill. He's
Vulcan has 801 been notified or 802.
108.
Got another pursuit on LTAC, folks. We don't know where it is yet, but when it pops in there, we try to pay attention. We can see it's coming into our area.
And then just advise them I still have my
Right along.
rider with me.
Ha! That's what happens. Some departments don't let you chase if you got a ride along, which is understandable. They do sign a waiver, and it is part of police work, but...
Come on, Ray.
10-4.
Got a group in the middle of the lot here.
Vulcan, we're just going past
I'm not sure if it's
190th
friendly or
Avenue,
not.
still southbound. Speeds 104. Highway 75 southbound. Ultra
75 southbound?
Copy, I was in the scene at Lexington and Beauty. 109.
This group or that one? Both of them? Maybe
Yeah.
together?
46, you should be seeing that. Red
Maybe
lights
just
right now.
checking out
Just
cars.
going around the corner.
Watch this. Watch
Oh,
this.
this sticks out.
Hey, you guys hear about the cars
Okay,
racing
we'll
over in
back off.
Fillmore? Huh? You heard about it?
You running in the southbound
Was
lane?
that a good spot over there or what?
Yep, southbound lane. Speeds
Huh?
over 100 miles an hour.
Wasn't you guys?
Going past 320th Street.
Oh, that's
No
good.
traffic.
We know nothing. We don't know nothing.
We know
about
nothing,
that.
Sergeant Schultz? Yeah, very good. Well, be safe, okay? What do you got in that engine there? 3.7?
Yeah, just sock.
Sock?
We're just going to be coming over the bridge now. I'm going to back off here.
All right, be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
We can race.
I'm gonna try out
People
a
are just coming over the bridge now.
new turbos.
Twin turbo.
Twin turbos. It's coming.
Can we hear a rev?
A rev? Well, it's just a Hemi. There you go.
Can I get a video?
Do you want a video? Yeah. Yeah, but listen, you guys.
Good hit.
I'm just gonna tell you, don't let these guys take your racing. It's dangerous. All right. We'll catch you. See you guys.
Coming up
See
to
you
the
later.
four-way
See you
now.
later. How's everybody? What's going on?
Can you copy that as a good hit?
Well, don't forget Pat. He got hurt feelings.
Wow.
Welcome, we're taking the 210 bypass into North Dakota.
Oh, they're
Oh, they're going to must be more.
All right, ladies, have a good night. Are you guys going to the fair this year?
Please.
We're getting them on the phone.
Are you going tomorrow? Okay, come here a minute. That's what we heard. The thugs are coming tomorrow? Which ones?
Just to clear the traffic lane of the sticks.
Fredo gang? Mate? What?
Be the one still get to proceed.
Barney? Barney? What? Glock or not? No.
Vulcan, I can smell burnt rubber. Speed's 52. Still westbound into Wapton.
Wapton?
Just going
North
past
Dakota.
4th Street North. Coming up to the four-way. Just lost a tire.
Oh.
Copy, go for it.
See, we're not the only department that chases outside of the state boundary.
Nope.
Still westbound.
Oh, we've made it to Wisconsin yet, but we haven't made it to either of the Dakotas yet.
Good point. We'd run out of gas there by then.
Southbound towards Senex.
So you think the criminal damage is right here?
So we're not pulling it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's if that guy is lurking around St.
03,
Matt's.
David Lincoln John, I believe.
Squad 320.
320.
That's North Dakota 103, David Lincoln John. The address of 1567.
We're just going past Harrison Road. Still southbound.
So if you're a backseater from Wapaton, North Dakota, there's a chase coming through your
Southbound
town.
9th Street North.
Watch for a car with missing a tire.
Yeah.
Romeo said line 9, correct?
46,
Wapaton.
I went back off here. There's a T intersection.
Copy. Are you ready for the phone number?
It sounds like
Well,
there's a north.
Maybe this was the other
612
grim damage.
345
signaling to go eastbound 16th Avenue North.
It sounds like a North Dakota squad, whether State Patrol County or Wapaton is able to be on the LTAC with them.
He's 738 miles an hour.
That's cool. That's real cool. Okay, see if this guy's still lurking around
Just
here.
going past 7th
Okay,
Street
Pat.
North.
Remember I
Okay.
told you this guy used to I always used to think
Let's
there
see
was
if
a guy
he's-
lurking. Oh, there he is.
There.
When I was a young patrol sergeant over here, I used to drive around. Every time I came around that corner, I'd think there was a guy in front of the church. But it was St. Matthew.
Southbound on 4th Street North from 16th Avenue.
Any squads who can break for a domestic 765 Jackson Street, apartment 1 originally came in as two birdies fighting in the parking lot. Now it's reported that Comp's sister attacked Comp and was hitting her. Medics are also
What are you looking for? Animals in there or what?
Oh, put my phone on over there.
Now you are funny. That is funny. you thought you lost your phone earlier tonight, right? But you had it or what?
What's that?
Well, I got a text that you lost your phone. And then you,
Oh, no, it stopped working. It had gone into
oh,
SOS mode,
okay.
and Valdez helped me get it
folks.
fixed.
Okay.
Full 44 cancel muscle break.
Oh, yeah, that's a big broken window.
42, 43 miles an hour.
200 copy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Now 114.
they're looking for video, see if they can confirm that suspect they found sleeping.
Bulk, and I'm going to back off. He's going well over 50 miles an hour. Still southbound 7th Street North. 103 David Lincoln.
Yeah, it's a little dicey when you're chasing in a different state, which you can do. You have full legal authority to do, but you always feel a little bit awkward.
He just blacked out.
So the
217.
guy's backing off a little bit.
The Comp is now stating that this is
Showing up in
device
Mounds
that
here.
North Dakota plate 103, David Lincoln John. Comes back to a red Prius. Toyota Prius.
Okay.
Separate from the south part of the street.
Well, we weren't monitoring.
Copy, thank you.
Probably, and it's something like one of the sisters is waiting outside already.
Get on if you're
and
going this way.
All right, I'm going to go
No
to...
traffic.
At 115.
Holding at 90 westbound at Long Lake.
I got it on over here.
Oh,
But
Advise in Oakland County, please.
Okay.
Westbound at I, speeds are 90.
probably I'll go to
Westbound at
I
9.
don't know which. It was in Moundsview. I don't know if that's county cars.
Passing Red Oak, speeds are 100.
no, Mounds View cars
Just Moundsview?
so far,
Okay.
and New Brighton.
It said somebody's trying to box it in.
But then it fled.
We were back to LTAC 2.
Westbound approaching Pleasant View, speeds are still 100.
Well, hopefully the helicopter can get on him.
A silver Kia Soul.
Stolen vehicle. So see if we can help out. But we need a helicopter, folks. Hopefully flight is en route.
Pleasant View Court.
Copy, Pleasant View Court.
You know they're not going to chase him too much after he leaves the county.
Driving in the yard, so you go back to Pleasant View Drive. Let's terminate.
There it goes.
Probably at a footbill. Going off Pleasant View Drive, going westbound.
Footbill. Oh, that's good.
Footbill, go to the
Just
Copy,
chased,
footbill.
just chased them long enough
Yep.
that they were convinced they were going to keep being chased, so they footbilled. You see the logic of that?
That's right.
That's the beauty of it.
That's why there is definitely a time and a place to pursue.
Where you at?
7126 is in the backyard of 8225 Pleasant View going northbound up a deck.
The reason we're not flying up
now.
there, folks,
He's on the deck. He just made entry.
we're on the south edge of Ramsey County, and that is the far northwest
It's first
corner.
watcher, please.
Well, he just went into somebody's house. Don't know whether his
Into
or
the
somebody
house.
else's.
Case number 157.
8227 Pleasant View. I got the north side of that residence covered.
You're welcome, 187.
Got him at gunpoint. He's trying to force himself in.
Copy, you want a gunfight trying to force himself in?
Well, there you have it. That's the Mounds View Police Department that's transmitting there.
Well, he just forced entering the back door.
Force entry.
He lives there.
Copy, force entry in the back door. Possibly lives there.
Outside.
I don't think he lives there, but anything's possible.
7126, I got the backyard held back here. I need another car with me. He forced in the back door and was talking to people, so I think he knows these people.
Okay.
What do you cover the south side? South side of the address.
Rebel 117.
Oh, sorry, Pat.
Rebel
Oh,
117.
Jesus.
Whoa.
That guy wants to get hit.
Please clear out my current call report and put me back out on the incident.
Next squad, go to 26 in the back of the address, please.
Yeah, please don't sit on the sidewalk with your feet in the
Well,
street.
there's one lane like that under
Jeez.
construction.
26, it was a black male, long black dreads, I believe a gray top and jeans. When he broke through the fence, he may have had a firearm, but I'm unsure.
Copy, black male, long dreads, gray top and jeans. Broke through the fence, possibly had a firearm.
Lane K9's 2 minutes out. Where do you want me?
Spring Lake Park PD, I'm out with K9 on the front of the residence. Get along up.
K-Dell McCurdy, 18 years old, black female. Unknown where the knife is. But
Lane
the
K9,
female
go
is
to
the
the
one
south side of the
over
residence.
dam.
Oh, there's a lot going on tonight.
Copy.
At 120.
Would love to be up there helping, but like I said, we
26, give
got
eyes on him or all?
tons of squads in the area by now.
I do not. He gained access into 8227 Pleasant View, which is that north residence, and the door's shut now.
You better go in there under exigent circumstances.
Indeed.
So we have the north side covered, but we do not have the east side in that backyard covered.
Rescue the
At the
parties.
8227.
There is that provision about exigency into the law that if you think someone's in danger, and if you think he went into
Do we have somebody with
if he went into
on
a
the
house
southeast side
that
yet?
he doesn't have rights to. Now, if you knew he went into his own house and he was in danger,
Pretty heavy tree cover here.
there's a hot pursuit doctrine that you can
8185
technically
right
follow
there.
him in as well. But generally, departments would try to
He's
get a
right.
search warrant.
He's right on the
Contact
tracks.
with 3 of these females. They're cooperative. We're calling them back out to us right now. Hold the air.
So
Nothing in the air. Big cover.
it's always a tough call, but since he was talking to people in the house, they assumed that he might know them or be related to them. Instead of yelling, saying,
7126, we need a couple more officers back here. We're outnumbered right now.
I'm assuming our county guys.
6-4.
Yeah, there we
I'll
go.
bring the dog back to you. We still got coverage on the north side.
So I think it's technically in New Brighton. Could be Spring Lake Park. Well, we got Mounds View, New Brighton, Spring Lake Park, and some county cars. You might open that up just to see how many chop they got, or if we need to send them anymore.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
We got a few
cars.
county cars going to help them.
1, 2, 3 county cars.
3 county cars, 3 of our Ramsey County cars going to help them. So we're good. Maybe we'll have enough bodies there shortly to sort it out.
Oh, and if you just want to give me Miller's cuffs when we get done, I'll just put them on his
I
desk.
know if I can find them. I had them.
126, a couple New Brighton officers are detaining 3 females right now. They're going to be walking them out to the south side on Ramsey Boulevard.
19th Maryland, County East, apartment 322. Caller security stated that boyfriend laid his hands on his girlfriend.
7107.
Well, we better
We
get
have a
our
3 squad. We'll secure that store on that. So hopefully the
St. Paul radios have kind of slowed down, huh? A little bit, at least channel 1 is, which is where we're at.
3 has.
Alright. I'll leave that on for people.
squad is here next to it also.
You know, we need to know. You know, the thing is, like, when if a car goes to Wapaton, North Dakota,
Want more squads?
I want to know. I'm sure it's a Native American word, right? Wapaton.
Yeah.
What does it stand for? Can we look that up? Wapaton.
Well, we sure can.
Wapaton. And we
7107. Do we need a drone?
we need to educate ourselves.
Yeah, trooper air support's overhead. We do not.
You want an interior?
Wapaton. What do you think that guy's looking at in that League of Minnesota building there?
There is heavy tree canopy here. The drone could be looking like those if that.
I'm
going to get out to 64 he can pick up a witness and bring her back to the show up.
Heavy tree cover over the top of the residence.
Yeah,
We have an interior drone available for county startup.
Copy, 124.
4851, I have an interior drone I can be in row.
I don't know. I mean, he's just looking.
Last room.
Yeah.
Last squad.
Weird, right? What's up? What's up? What's up?
4851, I can be in row from Heights with an interior drone if it's needed.
Copy.
Might have a couple of McDonald's cards for the morning.
7126, we're giving K9 announcements to residents.
Copy.
What's happening, guys?
2910
What do you got in those bottles there? Water or what?
Clear me, I'll be in row with an interior drone also.
A little bit of detergent, huh?
Detergent?
Got some clothes to wash?
Yes, sir. No, we did our washing, so we're just trying to help out whoever.
250 Village
Yeah.
Trail East,
You know,
on a shot
whoever
fire.
wants to buy some.
Single caller.
Here we got some
free
McDonald's
shot.
gift cards for the morning, you know?
Hey, I'll take some.
Yeah. Here's a
Hey, can I
McDonald's.
get a picture?
There's a
There's a
McDonald's.
20.
Can I get a picture if that's okay?
You
Of
can
course.
Forces copy from the PD.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. He gave that to that other man. Let's give him one, too.
There's our Subway.
This is supposed to- oh, I'm
You
sorry.
can give it to whoever you want, but we only had one McDonald's.
There's a Subway.
There's a Subway.
Oh, thank you. Can I get a picture?
Yeah,
Sure.
take a picture.
Oh, I told you.
You too.
Thank
God
you,
bless.
you
I
too.
just,
God bless.
I just seen the, I just seen the greater, and I'm like, that looks like Bob right there.
You're right. You gonna do a selfie here?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find it. All right, I'm gonna do a video. Y'all was Bob, guys.
There we are. Hey, let me turn those lights off for you there.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I just seen him coming up right, so I just seen the greater Rego. I'm like, I said his name and look, there you go.
You were right.
All right, guys.
Have a
thank
good
you.
night. Have a good night.
Good night.
See you later. Thank you.
On some late night live cameras.
There we go.
There you go.
You're it. You're it.
I gotta ask him.
Confirm 2163.
I gotta know. What are you looking at? I gotta know. What are you looking at?
He's using it as a mirror.
Oh, you were just using it as a mirror.
Do we know if there's anybody else?
Oh, okay. All right.
Inside the house?
See you later, guys.
8195. It sounds like there's one more female in one of the apartments. She's about
Yeah, he
70
was
years
staring
old.
in that window for a long time. We thought, is he sizing up things, scoping it out? But
Can you clarify?
he's just
which
using
side,
a
if it's,
reflection in the window to
8225 or
fix his eyelashes.
8227? Please.
He's going to be an 8225.
Real life. It's all about real life.
Ain't that the
Thank you.
truth?
That's the thing. We don't make anything up, guys.
95. I'm on the phone with her right now. Do you
Real
want her
life.
to come out or do you want her to stay in her room? It sounds
We're
like
running on that
inside they
Western
can't go between
All
units.
party up here. Well, there's a line at McDonald's. It's still open. 2 o'clock in the morning. Holy moly.
Yeah, if you're on the phone with her, have her step outside with her hands up and we'll walk her down. Or what? Bring her down.
So they're looking for the suspect in that stolen car that fled into the house. Tomorrow, if anybody from Intel or the CAT team's listening, let's find out who that suspect is, who the house belongs to, because if he knew the people in there, we should get those reports.
I'm going to mute real quick.
7126.
We're gonna let
Squads channels 1 and 3 are temporarily tied.
we're gonna let St. Paul handle this loud party call, but we just thought we'd drive by just to see what was it 567, Pat?
Yep.
See what the crowd looks like. If it's just loud noise, you know, it's not anything we need to be at. In fact, there it is. There's the house there. If there's a loud party there, that call's got to be old, man.
It looks like the party's over.
The party's almost over. When did that call come in?
Transport. Squad 09.
There you go, party.
318.
More than a half hour ago.
Okay.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
737 for Street. 43.
Shots fired on Village Trail.
Suspect of 8225 or 27.
Suspect was seen going
Must
into
be this one.
8227.
Westbound
It's going to be
94. Car
8225, not
swerving.
27.
Guy's talking very quiet.
8195 was on the phone with a female that stated that she lived in 8225 and was coming up with
You know what? What struck me at the fair today is
Squad 217 checking her status.
we're starting to get some younger viewers.
126, yes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, right?
Is the residence that the
Definitely.
male broke into.
Yeah, well, thank you to our new
8225,
younger
we're calling out a
viewers.
female who is unrelated.
And I hope you post those pictures you took on the backseater page so we can look at them.
Please
Right?
do.
We enjoy that.
Squad 229.
165 for Raleigh. Units in the backyard of 8227.
Your suspect is currently not on site. Comp was positive the suspect has a gun, but didn't see it or hear any mention of it.
Where is that? 225?
He just saw him enter the upstairs
225?
door and did not come out.
At 130.
What's... Oh, she's good.
Suspect's confirmed to still be inside.
All the info
Did
we
you
have
catch
is
the nature of
info
the
we
call?
have is that
No,
yes,
but no, the cop said the suspect has a gun. But I thought it was 225, but it wouldn't make any sense to be 225, right? Do they have 22 cars? I mean,
Okay, it was 141 Bigelow.
yeah. Oh, it's 229.
Juvenile making threats to harm complainant and her son. Possibly has a gun. 14 years old.
By the way, as long as we're here, folks, this is where the shooting was earlier tonight. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Where's she calling from? Behind us?
To my right.
Nickel joint.
My side of the street.
Shots fired. Person injured. Car in the alley. Is she there or is she in the alley?
7107 has that drone.
Are you outside?
Oh, yeah, I'm outside, Bob. Hey.
8090 drones here. Working on
Hey!
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Shots in the neighborhood tonight, huh?
Yeah.
That wasn't good.
Yeah, you want to talk to Oxy in the front? We're going to try
Crazy.
to make sure
Yeah,
the
you
drone.
guys
on live
tonight?
We are. You're on live
Right
right
now.
now. Right now.
Hey, y'all.
We're on live. How's the little one?
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. What's his name?
Michael.
You're got a
Michael.
junior deputy sticker.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Bob. This is Pat.
I watch you guys on live.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you watching tonight, or you just see us
Oh,
drive by?
no, I had just got here when all the
Here,
shit
I'll
happened.
put
so-
that on your shirt for you.
Yeah, we didn't start. We were at the fair, so we didn't start until right after the shot fired happened. You know,
Crazy.
your son's adorable,
Thank you.
handsome child,
There you go. You're a deputy now.
and now you're officially part of the Nocturnal Midnight Live
It
on
looks-
Patrol crew. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it looks just like that one.
7107.
Yeah. Yep.
Is your squad free to come to the backyard?
Well-
Please, one of our perimeter squads here.
Pretty quiet outside of this now. Finally, huh?
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
They just all cleared up.
Yeah.
All right, have a good
Okay.
night.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling to us. Nickel joint. January, Christmas, New Year's Eve. Tommy Luger was shot and killed there. A few others have been shot there along the way since
Yep.
in the last 44 years. Hard to believe. I was working that night. I think you were too.
I was in the academy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
New Year's Eve to New Year's Day of 79 to 80.
Time does fly,
W
though,
was
doesn't
funded
it?
back,
Isn't that the
315
truth?
LARP, number 205 for in-progress domestic. Only comment so far, caller's been physical with somebody and is waiting outside for someone.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day.
What the hell was that?
Copy.
Just a can or something, right?
Yep. We've known each other 45 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
Business medics at 1100 Hancock Street. There is a 30-year-old male conscious.
Yeah, it was some good
breathing,
days when you were working with
passing out.
Flaherty, and I was working with Eason and Finnegan.
Yep.
130.
Those were some good times. Yeah, we met some of Mike Beeson, my old partner. We met some of his
Only the
neighbors.
subject of the history
Well, actually,
of a psychiatric
Neighbors of his, well, really friends of his kids today, the Beeson family. over
Yeah,
there. That was
I
fun.
ran into the same people.
Yeah, that's fun. Suppose we should see why the car door is open.
Boundary squad said our suspect appeared to be an adult or a juvenile.
Hi, everything okay?
I'd say probably 25 to
Okay.
30-year-old black male, very long dreads, gray top, dark clothing, or dark jeans with glasses.
273.
Must be looking for the suspect.
I'll be working on possible ID.
Hiding in the house.
217 and 267.
I think they're going to
Copy
get him.
135.
That reminds me of that song. One way or the other, we're gonna get you.
All right, for possible ID, name associated with the address of a Pierre T. Bryant has a current second-degree burglary warrant.
Oh, there you have it.
Working on more. 7126. The occupants of 8227 stated that Pierre Bryant and Javon Bryant are technically or supposedly both in prison at this time. Someone wants to vine link those names and
Jeez,
find out if they're in
I
prison
know it's
still or
not
not.
Tommy Maher, but that sure sounds like it.
8195, a potential suspect,
Oh.
Brian McFarland. I'm trying to find a phone number for her. He's the son of one of the occupants.
Well, it's a good way to keep in tabs of what's going on in the East Metro. We don't know what's happening in Minneapolis,
Copy. Unit 222.
but I'm sure there's something going on over there.
4446.
4446.
We saw the horses there last night. That was fun, huh? Night before last.
Yeah.
Disregard.
Pat and I got our picture
And for
taken.
squads on the domestic, looks like the caller says he has a gun, has multiple but knows he has a Glock. Medics were declined. He may run from police,
And a few on the background.
and now the caller says she's leaving.
Oh,
4470, can you take no copy?
actually, they were taking.
Was that a county call?
Yeah.
4446.
I mean, it could maybe.
Confirming that.
Maybe when I say county, I mean,
They were in a physical altercation?
Based on the comments, it's very unclear, but the caller has, it says comment is physical with her and is outside waiting for her. That is the leading comment in the...
find her.
Yep. 315 East Carpenter.
Okay, yeah, we're not too far. That place is a problem place all the time, anyhow.
I'll be calling you, Tom.
Yeah, we were gonna post our picture, but of us with. Actually, they asked us. They said we could be a part of the horse picture because we were horses' asses. So they said you guys are welcome to be part of it.
Jordan in a black sedan out front.
She said she's leaving, right?
Yeah. I don't know why she's leaving if he's out there with a
Lower
gun.
level of 8227 to see if that back door is unlocked.
Copy.
617, let's see.
Well, we'll go down to 35 and buzz up there. It's 315 east.
Clear.
Right?
Yeah. It's that Golden Star Apartments, I think.
The caller
Yeah.
sounds stating the suspect's out front in a black
Same place we had
sedan.
that
North.
fight.
His name is Jake Hill Jordan.
Oh, suspect's out front.
4-6 copy. Do we know how old he is?
I'm going to attempt to find out more information on him.
Copy.
Okay, thanks.
Fly me to the
I think we could have put a good eyeball on it from the gas station across the street.
Check.
Yeah, good idea. You don't want to be the first one there, or what? Well, as long as he's not actively threatening. If he was actively threatening her, she
Oh,
said
then-
she was leaving.
Then game on.
We do tend to get the calls first a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Mostly because we don't have to plug in the address.
Most times we know where it's at.
The team that's working the lower level stated that the back door is secure and they have windows at the partially ajar.
I have this little red light in the front of my car. Did you know that? Right there. Right there.
Oh, nice. Clear.
So we're legal when I push that little button there.
Absolutely.
Without giving away our location. It's called the red light district. So folks, this apartment complex is right across the
95
street.
to 7126.
We're just
Do you have
going to
your phone?
drive by a little bit. There's 315 and 319 are in there. We can only get
Copy.
into
Based
that
off
one
of
entrance.
the photo that I have for Ryan McFarland.
What
it
kind of
matches
car
your
is he supposed
description
to
pretty
have?
well.
All it says is
Try
black
table numbers
sedan.
now.
We're going to go through the parking lot. We're going to look for a
I'll come take a look at
black
it.
sedan in the parking lot. No, it's 315, the right one?
Copy.
There's
I'm
somebody
marked spot
outside
on
the
north
car
side.
Okay.
right there.
No. Let's be ready, Freddie. When you say, that's not a black sedan.
No, on the right, there was somebody standing outside a car.
141.
141.
Which one?
Further up. Right there.
What's his name? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
What is that, EBH 424?
I don't know. That's our security guards.
I don't think
You guys work here? Is there a domestic going on somewhere or what? Well, we need your assistance, sir. If you'd like to continue working here, please cooperate. Is there a domestic going on?
I didn't get a call from my supervisor, but
Well, they call 911 first when they're afraid.
yeah, I didn't get
So
a call.
did she call?
No.
She didn't.
She was looking for a lighter.
A lighter? Is there anybody else out here that's been
No, sir, no.
nothing
I
at
just
all?
been out here. I've been posted.
All right. Well, it might be one of the buildings. You got all the buildings or what?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go in the back, look for a guy with a gun. It is. The girl's calling. Yeah, I got a girl getting beat up by a guy with a gun.
Copy.
All right, good.
4446.
I don't think it's that building because that's the higher number. We gotta go to the back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But They do have security. Sometimes you sense security doesn't love us, though. Did you sense that?
I sensed that a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go look for that car.
Your Sienna's 157648.
4446, info to squad. Looks like boyfriend was a suspect in an armed robbery back in 2001. Could be armed.
For 0200
Yeah, boyfriend was a suspect in an armed robbery back in 2001, possibly
Got
armed.
some cars on the other side here.
Negative.
Squad's behind us.
169, 7107.
I just been wait trying to get the drill launch so you can get into that big
0200 EOT 262.
Maplewood's with us, so we'll just
267. Sorry, can you go again,
see
please?
what we got back here.
7719 also on there.
269. Copy, thank you. 168.
To the left already.
I'm in route.
273.
You want
Okay, there's
additional
a car with lights on.
resources, or are you content with it? Yeah.
27.
Didn't it have lights on?
Yeah,
if you can get some team members here, that would be helpful.
Any other spots on 0200 EOT? 171. Copy, any other spots?
Shit.
175.
It's all good. We got time.
Yeah.
We're not in any
Have a
hurry.
great night. 144.
What?
Any other west squads for 0200 EOT?
2755, 2400. We got a black Lexus in the
Negative
back lot.
East squads for
Occupied.
0200 EOT.
Copy. Black Lexus
361.
back parking lot occupied. The suspect is possibly armed per the comm.
Negative response 364.
Open your window! Open your window! Stay there! Driver!
Copy, I'm gonna hold
your
here.
window.
217 Trainer Stratus.
That's fine. Step around the car. That's just the driver. We don't want
Everyone
anybody
identify.
else. Driver, step around.
381.
Get your hand up!
Just step around. Just cooperate, will you?
38.
Just step around here. We got a call on you, okay? That's fine.
Just listen to our officer's command.
7107.
Just walk towards us.
Just
Turn
walk
around
towards
and
us.
walk towards us with your hands up. Listen to our command. Listen to our command. Hey, buddy, just walk towards us. Turn around and walk towards us.
Have a great night. Thank you all for the assistance. 146.
Yeah, just walk towards us.
7126.
Sit in the car!
Hey, buddy, walk towards us. Keep going.
Yeah, we got that drum.
I'll explain all that. Walk towards us. Turn around.
7107.
Okay. So the reason we're here right now,
Supervisor is advising that you guys have a good perimeter and they're going to be cleared.
the reason we're here right now is because we got a call about somebody that was just assaulted and said their boyfriend was sitting outside in a black sedan.
2446 status.
What's that?
My friend, my complaint.
My name's Jarrell Wright.
4446, vehicles are trying to switch irons.
Triple two, take a penny.
We'll figure that out, okay?
Triple two for the welfare check over at Canton and Bayard. Stated someone was chasing her while in a vehicle, then she was kicked out of the vehicle. She was at the intersection crying and screaming. She called back stating that her ex-boyfriend had hit the vehicle. His name is Jonathan Chang.
No, I get it, man. Just, yeah, I get it. You know, for a second, we just got to make sure we
That
got
was
all our
26.
ducks in a row here because
7126.
that's the description of what we're responding
We believe we have the suspect identified at this time. Revoked clear warrant. 9-5 is going to be trying to make contact by phone.
Top squad 617, check your status.
Both four suspects DOA.
4446.
City code 4, suspect GOA 147.
First name is Shay, last name is Hatcher.
Copy.
147.
46, can you give me the vehicle description again?
For 2755, it should be a black Lexus. 147.
This might be a big ask, but I've got 3 windows on the upper side on the north end,
Do we know how the unit split?
I'm right here. I didn't do nothing. We're just gonna go back and see how the car sits. Alright? I'm good. I'm not sending no car.
2755. The plate on this Lexus is November Charlie Kilo 138.
Be advised, we had a call drop for a DOC 127 Bigelow Lane. Female and male having a physical altercation. Female is threatening to kill the male.
I understand that. Hey! Tell mom come outside, bro.
At 148.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure what's going on.
44, 46.
Yeah, but hey, this where I'm coming from. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing to y'all.
Traffic control, custom flow.
Hey, that's why we're just trying to figure what's going on, okay? Bro, we're just trying to figure what's going on. Tell them we live it. They come about, truck. 'Cause back here. We'll chat over here. No, we'll just whistle the car. Come on, man. I'm not trying to do that. I know. Hey, if everything's fine, okay? That's it, right?
I don't think that's the right car, but let's pull around.
229, your case number 157.
Change the angle, let Maplewood
1907, man.
take over.
Let's see if there's another
27 is the target address, correct? And does that face the south or the north?
Central are temporarily tied.
Well, I mean, they were smoking pot. They looked suspicious. Their windows were rolled up, you know. But I mean, they clearly fit the nature of the call. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But you know, it's not like there aren't a few suspects that live in this building.
Got that right.
So. I'll let them deal with this for what they've sorted out.
473 Fletcher.
Who knows? 473. But what makes it extra cautious if the caller says there's a gun in the car? We always like to use some extra precaution. There might be a gun in that car too, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised.
At a minimum, no front plate and smoking a bunch of pot.
Which you can't do in a car.
So.
$77.19.
19, go ahead.
I can get the contact information and where you want them to stage.
You can hold off. I made contact with SWAT Command. They'll be paging in here shortly.
Copy.
Is it? I saw our county car just left. Are we down to 2 Maplewood guys?
Looks like at least 3.
3 cars?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I was gonna
5 on the call.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're in the front. Or maybe
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's at least 4 cars.
You see 4?
Yep. Unless, yeah. There's this one here. There's the one that's at an angle.
3. Oh, now there's another one up there. Yep.
That's 5 then.
I don't know if that. Like I said, if you find a gun, awesome. I offered to pull these 2 out, but he wanted to leave them in there. So. I really hate it when a grown adult, I mean, I guess it's understandable, you know, considering the fear factor, I don't even mind when people want to stream it live. What happens? Okay, that's okay. I mean, you want to stream something live?
1907. Can you give me a call when you get a chance, please?
Do it, right?
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna FaceTime your mom and you're an adult,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They don't just FaceTime your mom.
Info to West squads on DOC we have at and pending at 627 Aurora, apartment 312 at the University Dale Apartments. Caller said it sounds like a male is beating up a female. She can hear a female crying, screaming. Caller refused to answer TC questions and disconnected. Info aired 154.
The passenger was wearing a Glock shirt.
Really?
Jeez, yeah.
What's Sergeant Craig J? We just
I
finished
said, oh,
that.
you got a Glock cheese shirt on.
Copy.
She goes, yeah, I bought it on Instagram or Insta.
4472 Tango. 4472 Tango. I will be en route to 1140 4th Street to meet with the comp.
Copy 1144 to meet with the caller.
Is that a new Maplewood cop or is that Tawny that works traffic all the time?
Oh, good question.
You know?
I don't, but I can find out.
I don't know her. But she's a sergeant. So, I don't know. Let's see. Sergeants, they're trying to sort out what they got here.
155.
Seventy-one 26 to 95 on the main.
Is that who that is there?
213.
Tang Yang? No.
955.
No.
Oh, he's the other guy.
I'm just checking if you had any luck calling inside or making contact at
Your
all.
case number is
That's
157.
the only female here.
64.
Which one?
The one number that I think might be is giving me a busy signal. Everything else is on.
Well, what's your squad number?
Welcome 155.
Thank you.
4362.
I don't think that's a sergeant.
Oh, here we go. Tango car.
I don't know what the...
Oh,
You broke it.
229 is going to have some
44,
comments,
46
but she
status.
sent me that domestic. She's going to join me later.
46, we'll call for it.
We code for they're in the area.
Copy the domestic 127 Bigelow, apartment 127C, Charlie.
Can we just go to the call and I can tell you who the sergeant is? She's got to be working off duty. Because there's no official sergeant. Open up that 4362 for a minute. That's got to be her. Yes, sir. You too. before you do.
You can throw my phone pending at the 617's call, please.
Copy. 89, we'll call for it. You can say everyone else.
Can you put that on mute for me?
Yeah.
Copy, squad's 9. Copy, code 4 was 1 in.
Yeah, it used to be the day when we were working where everybody was upbeat about the job, right? Life, you know. Upbeat. Thankful to have the job. Appreciative of all the partners that are out there.
222 GOA. We'll take another.
You know, the thing is, it isn't just one generation. It's probably 2 generations.
222, stand by.
Oh boy, what do we got?
Hopefully not an accident. Go ahead and cross the street, lovely people. There you go.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
One 117, checking your status.
So you heard that phone conversation. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, really, there's not a really there's no option to say no.
Right.
No. Just looking at that picture of Ricky Blair that Josh Moore sent over. Thinking about the days when we used to chase him into houses when he was young, you know. Nice, they got a nice parking lot here.
Yeah, they do.
Well, usually people are practicing their parking here, but I don't think that's the case.
472 Metro.
Assalamu alaikum.
472.
What brings you here tonight?
I just cleared traffic. I'll be en route to the 49 on the
Talking? Yeah? What's this odd place to talk? I mean, not really opposed, but don't stay here too much longer. And I'm going to call your parents and tell you you're meeting with a man.
DOC 195.
Just kidding.
Street, apartment 2004 in Sibley Tower. Caller's neighbors were threatening and screaming at the caller through the wall and banging on the wall. Believes there's possibly 8 people in the apartment doing.
They seem like they were old.
Yeah.
Old enough.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah, a lot of times, even if you're old enough, your parents don't want you to be out with a man. It's kind of an American tradition, right?
Indeed.
Indeed. You know, I think you should. You got to patent that phrase.
Indeed.
You're good at it. I mean, indeed. I think there's somebody on TV that uses that too. And it's not the Indeed people that are marketing employees. You know, there's a, you need Indeed, or what is that called? I need.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Well, you're still yawning, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Well, after 2 in the morning.
Well, it depends where you're at. But not mountain time. We're all our friends in Denver, Wyoming. Hey, there was some people that drove all the way from Idaho there today.
Isn't that
to
something?
See us. Huh? Came from Idaho to see the fair, and, well, they're backseaters.
Very nice.
495.
I do think I'm a nocturnal person. There's no doubt about it. I'm much more awake at nighttime. I'm going to take you back.
Whoa.
Chevy Malibu? How'd I do? I don't know.
I think you're right.
Can you generate a new call for this possible drop-off assault at Regions?
117, I copy that you're en route for 1610 at Summit Avenue. For the caller who said that they can hear someone at the side door of the address 209.
I'll start back down there.
Fletcher, are you checking your
Darren or not?
What's that?
Is it Darren?
212 on code 4.
At 209.
2 seconds.
Could be.
Same copy.
You want intel?
I got it. Hey, Darren, was that you at Rice, Maryland?
It was.
We're going to wrap in 10 minutes. Abdi, you still there?
Left at midnight.
All right, yeah, I ran into him. I told him he could work till 2 if he wanted to, but if he left, that's fine. Thanks for staying. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, I guess the only one thing left to do is drive by Bourne's.
There it is. Hi.
Let these cars go by, so I'm not creating a traffic jam. See if our friend's here.
Yeah.
We made him famous. We should have posted his Facebook page. That'd have really made him famous. Finney. Hey, are you Finney? Are you Finney?
Who?
Finney.
Hell no.
Well, at the license plate says Finney.
Got nothing to do with me. I'm walking.
That's Finney.
That bitch ain't Finney.
Finney. Right there. It's on a plate.
Finna be Finney.
He must have warrants. There it is, Finney. Getting out of the car, but Finney don't.
Hey, Finney.
I like Finney. There's Finney. What's going on, Finney?
Now his name Winnie.
Well, your plate says Finney.
I know.
That's cool.
I think you're finna be Finney.
7126.
7126.
Can you confirm the license plate of the stolen vehicle?
I think you need to get paid.
And notify me what agency it was stolen out of. I believe it was Fridley.
No, his shirt. Look at his shirt. Look, no, his shirt. Get paid. Get paid. Love you, cuz. Love you too. Thank you. Thank you.
7126. The
Thank
vehicle
you,
was
sir.
You know
out
what?
of
That
privy
means a lot when
and
you
asked for
say
the
that.
confirmation. Did you need data to take care of that?
Appreciate that.
You know you can go out without getting shot.
The plate at this time. Thank you.
Copy, the plate is 7 Alpha Papa 289.
212. Change my current to an AMA. Cleared out assisted with 210.
We found Finny.
Hey, is she mad at you?
Are you mad at him?
It looks like it.
Uh-oh.
She's mad at you.
Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Hi, guys.
Later.
Hello.
7126.
Go ahead.
You guys go.
There's a squad in position out front. Can we get somebody to
You
start
guys
giving
going to the
PA
fair?
announcements to the residents, please?
Okay, we'll turn the spotlight. There you go.
Is there a free spot up front that can start doing data?
Forward, take over on the north side.
I like those ginormous earrings.
Glad you added earrings. We turned our dome light on because she said she didn't trust people. She couldn't see their faces.
So she got to see our faces in all their glory.
Yes. Big smiles. All it takes is a couple trips by barns like that with a little engagement just to cool everything off.
Yeah.
44 for
Right every night.
Pete, put me on motor assist 3661 with Paul Tom 6515.
Yeah, base 3661 214.
Yeah, we've cleaned up a lot of problems. I look at this building here at 800 Rice, all the problems we had with auto thieves in there.
I don't know off the top of my head, but
Cleared
8195
up.
has the information of the possible suspect.
What was the question? 26 Explorer was wondering if we had the info of the possible suspect. The name.
Wait that for 1 second. Yeah, exactly.
Object, what do you need?
I'll be heading home if that's fine.
222, this is advised. We'll take another.
Have a great night. Thanks for saying.
Right now at 2845.
Anytime. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for trying.
Do you ever fall asleep on your couch rather than make it to your bed?
Not that hasn't happened to me in years.
Well, we have a larger TV in the living room, of course, but to be honest with you, I probably have access to other streaming on that TV that I haven't figured out how to put on other TV. But also, I don't like, I get home, I don't like to keep my wife up. But my point is that sometimes on the couch, you don't sleep as straight. Sometimes I fall asleep sitting up and I'm so tired. I just put my feet up on the ottoman, I fall asleep, and then my knees when I wake up 2 hours later. From killing me, right?
Yep.
Because from bending too far, hyperextended or whatever it is. But there's a lot of other ways to sleep at the wrong angle on a couch. Because you get home, you're tired, you watch an hour worth of news, you get caught up, and then bam, you crash. So if you took an extra time to really get in a comfortable bed.
Yeah,
But sometimes that just plopping down and falling asleep just feels like amazing, right?
The right thing to do.
Yeah. Plus, it's always closer to the refrigerator.
There is that.
Yes. It's not like in college where you had a refrigerator next to your bed.
Yeah.
You gotta walk down the stairs to get some goodies to fall asleep to. Well, this has been fun, backseaters, the whole day. Those of you that joined us at the fair, thank you very much. We had fun time there.
And those of you who got home and from the fair and tuned in, thank you.
We're being stalked.
Can I get my case number?
Go ahead.
4472 Tango, last four of your case number is 4329. 4329, copy, thank you. Welcome to the...
But yeah, thanks for being with us tonight, folks. Wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're pretty much D-O-N, like in well done, D-O-N-E. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Granted, I took a 2-hour nap today, so I had an advantage over you, right?
A little bit.
But, thanks again if you joined us at the fair. Probably see you tomorrow night a little later at the fair. I might take my wife to the fair during the day tomorrow. We haven't really decided how that's going to go, but she says I got to wear a disguise if I go. How about that yellow hat? The man in the yellow hat. Do you think that people would recognize me?
I think you blew that already.
Yeah, they would know it was me because
they know it was
otherwise they might not.
Maybe one of those Groucho noses and mustaches and glasses.
Yeah. No, I like that idea. But you think if I hadn't shown them the yellow hat, they wouldn't recognize me?
That might have worked.
That might have worked then. So whatever you do not post a picture on the backseater page of the man with the yellow hat.
Definitely don't do that.
Don't do that, because in case I choose to wear that as my disguise, I do not want to be outed as the man with the yellow hat. There's Darren. Darren McDonald is SUNY Lee's private escort tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to say goodbye. Darren, you want to say goodnight to the backseaters?
Sure, I will.
And then anything else you want to add about your day at the fair?
Where is the crash?
That was a good day. Fully good day.
Yeah. Good day. Well, you got you got to be special. You're hanging out with SUNY Lee all day, gold medalist.
Yeah.
Multi-time gold medalist.
Go in, saw Chance the Rapper.
Oh, you saw Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, brought SUNY in for the concert.
Oh, that's right.
For a little bit.
Very cool.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great day.
Chance. What kind of chance? Hang on one second. I got to take this call.
Okay.
Put that on mute for 1 minute.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right, Darren's going to say goodnight to you. Darren McDonald worked extremely hard today, and you were coming back tomorrow?
Of course I am.
Oh,
I won't be out here all 10 more days.
all right. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make it all 10, but I might make it for a portion of all 10. Well, I'm always with you in spirit.
Oh, I hear you.
Anyway, thank you, backseaters. We're going to sign off now.
It was FUN. Now we're DUN.
Have a great night.
Good night, folks.